Let's not do that dance again, it's getting rather old. Bringing up a name just to see if I turn cold. You're talking circles round the truth while I just sit and stare. I'm bothered by the little trap you're trying to prepare. She's beautiful, she's funny, I am sure she fits the part. But if she's such a blessing, why is darkness in your heart? You keep looking for a reaction, I just take another sip. Watching your illusions start to stumble and to slip. The louder that you talk, the less convincing you appear. The answer is already written in your sudden fear. I never play the perfect girl, I never fit the mold. And maybe that's the reason why the story's still being told. I'm the cold-eyed observer, I don't need the crown. I just watch your little playground burn into the ground. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the thrill. And those are not the same when the night is dark and still. When the night is dark and still. Months later, new city, new faces in your space. But somehow my memory refuses to erase. You can't remember the comfort, but the hunger stays the same. That's why every new chapter ends with whispers of my name. No competition here, no bitterness inside. No need to tear her down to save your fragile pride. Some connections happen once, then follow you around like a heavy silver chain that keeps you to the ground. You call it deep confusion, like it's difficult to solve, but you're just missing the axis on which your worlds revolve. I never played the perfect girl, I never fit the mold. And maybe that's the reason why the story's still being told. I'm the cold-eyed observer, I don't need the crown. I just watch your little playground burn into the ground. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the thrill. And those are not the same when the night is dark and still. Look at you now, funny seeing you like this. Lighting up my phone at midnight for a taste of what you miss. After all that heavy confidence about how you'll be fine, now you've learned some decisions cannot be realigned. You thought that I would wait, you thought that I would break, but life keeps moving forward with every step I take. Observer, I don't need the crown. I just watch your little playground burn into the ground. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the thrill. And those are not the same when the night is dark and still. You lost a good one, and deep down you know it's true. That's why every little memory belongs to you. No anger left to settle, no reason to rewind. I just became the hardest lesson that you'll ever find. music's hitting loud, but the reality is blurred. You call it confidence, I call it rehearsal lines. You've been playing this character 1,000 different times. Everybody knows your type, the smile, the perfect touch. Everybody knows you try to say too much. You keep acting unpredictable, you think you're running free, but everybody knows your type. That's why you'll never capture me. You take, you keep your little trophies lined up on the shelf, but some things lose their value when you only love yourself. Now you're looking disappointed that I didn't follow suit. Guess you're not used to answers that are heavy and acute. You wanted instant mystery, you wanted sudden sparks. Instead you got the honesty that shatters in the dark. Your drinks are going cold while you're holding up the glass. You're waiting for a signal that is never gonna pass. You call it confidence, I call it practice play. You've been using the same routine since yesterday. Everybody knows your type, the smile, the perfect touch. Everybody knows you try to say too much. You keep acting unpredictable, you think you're running free, but everybody knows your type. That's why you'll never capture me. Checking your reflection in the tinted window pane, hoping that your absence will drive somebody insane. But the second that you try too hard, the interest turns to dust. You're an unforgettable ghost that nobody wants to trust. The first person you couldn't fool ended up being the one you need. Now you're trapped inside the static. Everybody knows you try to say too much. You keep acting unpredictable, you think you're running free, but everybody knows your type. That's why you'll never capture me. No drama, no commitments, just a lesson in the dark. You're standing in the neon, looking for the spark, but everybody knows your type. It's nothing new to see. That's why I walk away completely free. Black dress, backseat, city lights beneath my feet. The phone begins to buzz, but I don't care to meet. If it was really urgent, you would find another way. But you're just looking for a game that you can play. New venue, same routine, they pretend they know my name. They're looking for a spark to clear away the blame. One look across the room and you lose your steady ground. Now you're searching for the pieces that can never quite be found. You say you're leaving early, but you linger by the door. You stay another hour, then you ask for something more. I was the last thing you saw before you closed your eyes. Now I am running through your mind without disguise. I don't need the spotlight, it follows where I tread. I don't need the promises that you have never said. You call it a coincidence, I call it plain to see. You're trying hard to hide it, but you're obsessed with me. Yeah, you're just obsessed with me. told your inner circle this wasn't what you planned. You weren't chasing anyone across this crowded land, but now you're crossing boundaries just because someone spoke. You heard a mention of my name and your conviction broke. You keep calling it bad time and I keep calling it weak. You're looking for a victory that you're too scared to seek. You want a dramatic scene, a reason to advance, but I just sip my drink and leave it all to chance. You keep finding little reasons just to bring me up again. You call it casual talk to all your mutual friends. I was the last thing you saw before you closed your eyes. Now I am running through your mind without disguise. I don't need the spotlight, it follows where I tread. I don't need the promises that you have never said. You call it a coincidence, I call it plain to see. You're trying hard to hide it, but you're obsessed with me. No promises were made, no dramatic scenes allowed, just a heavy memory that stands above the crowd. You thought it would disappear when the morning sun arrived, but the shadow that I left is the only thing that survived. Too pretty to text first, too busy looking cold. You're caught up in the suspense of a story untold. The spotlight follows where I tread. I don't need the promises you have never said. You call it a coincidence, I call it plain to see. You're trying hard to hide it, but you're obsessed. Stuck inside your mind for weeks, replaying every line, the way I moved, the way I left, the moments that were mine. You swore you had moved on, but you're singing along instead to every single word that I never said. You walked into my empire thinking you could set the pace with a little bit of confidence and a pretty smiling face. You bought the old narrative that your charm was quite enough, until you hit the boundary and the road got rather rough. Now you're wondering why the others never feel quite right to hold, why every other conversation feels so incredibly cold. You got accustomed to the easy, then I went and changed the rules. Now you're standing in the hallway with the rest of the fools. I'm completely out of reach, but not because I hide. It's the quiet type of power that I carry deep inside. You hear my name mentioned and you try to fix your face, but your sudden hesitation gives away your hiding place. Welcome to my villain era, where the good girls walk away, where I don't give a damn about the things you have to say. You wanted something simple that you could easily control. Instead you found the dark fire that consumes your entire soul. Yeah, it consumes your entire soul. One little interaction and you're asking questions all night long, trying to figure out exactly where the strategy went wrong. You say you found another, that's adorable to hear, considering how often my ghost is standing near. You keep looking backwards like there's something left to claim, but the version that you miss only exists within the flame. No revenge, no petty games, no dramatic final bow, just a memory that's bigger than your life allows. You tell yourself it's nothing, then you check your screen once more, looking for an entry or an open kitchen door. You hear my name mentioned and you try to fix your face, but your sudden hesitation gives away your hiding place. Welcome to my villain era, where the good girls walk away, where I don't give a damn about the things you have to say. You wanted something simple that you could easily control. Instead you found the dark fire that consumes your entire soul. You weren't ready for a girl who doesn't need your open hand, who doesn't need your money or your piece of promised land. You thought I'd fall in line like all the options did before, but I just smile and turn the key and lock the heavy door. Now you're replaying conversations, looking for the part you missed, but you can't fix a consequence as permanent as this. Welcome to my villain era, where the good girls walk away, where I don't give a damn about the things you have to say. You wanted something simple that you could easily control. Instead you found the dark fire that consumes your entire soul. No hard feelings, no goodbyes, just a sudden shift in view. Now everybody that you meet feels different to you. You weren't ready for the ground, you weren't ready for the scar. And honestly, my dear, you still are where you are. The minimal piano notes are falling in the dark, a slow deliberate motion without a sudden spark. Vast ethereal reverb covering the empty floor. I am standing in the quiet right beside the door. You didn't expect to see me inside this place tonight, with the black dress and the shadow cutting through the light. You keep trying not to stare, it's cute how you pretend, but you already know how the story's going to end. I was the last thing you saw before you closed your eyes. Now I am running through your mind without disguise. You keep looking for my face in every passing light, a permanent reminder in the middle of the night. This is breathtaking silence, the ending of a sound, where everything you built comes crashing to the ground. No promises were made, no dramatic scenes allowed, just a heavy memory that stands above the crowd. Yeah, it stands above the crowd. You said this wasn't your thing, you weren't chasing anyone, but now you're crossing boundaries just to see what I have done. You keep calling it coincidence, I call it plain to see. You're trying hard to hide it, but you're obsessed with me. The quiet kind of confidence always stands apart. It doesn't need a crowded room to capture a heart. And now you're losing sleep, trying to figure out the cost of the only real reality that you have ever lost. You thought it would disappear when the morning sun arrived, but the shadow that I left is the only thing that survived. You keep looking for my face in every passing light, a permanent reminder in the middle of the night. This is breathtaking silence, the ending of a sound, where everything you built comes crashing to the ground. No promises were made, no dramatic scenes allowed, just a heavy memory that stands above the crowd. Too pretty to text first, too busy looking cold. were caught up in the suspense of a story untold. No anger left to settle, no reason to rewind. I just became the hardest lesson that you'll ever find. You had your fleeting moment, you let it slip away, and there is nothing left for you to try and say. This is breathtaking silence, the ending of a sound, where everything you built comes crashing to the ground. No promises were made, no dramatic scenes allowed, just a heavy memory that stands above the crowd. The silence is complete, the music fades away. There is nothing left within the boundaries of the day. You lost a good one, that's the ceiling of the fate. The breathtaking silence is entering the gate. Let's not do that dance again, it's getting rather old. Bringing up a name just to see if I turn cold. You're talking circles round the truth while I just sit and stare. I'm bothered by the little trap you're trying to prepare. She's beautiful, she's funny, I am sure she fits the part. But if she's such a blessing, why is darkness in your heart? You keep looking for a reaction, I just take another sip, watching your illusions start to stumble and to slip. The louder that you talk, the less convincing you appear. The answer is already written in your sudden fear. I never played the perfect girl, I never fit the mold, and maybe that's the reason why the story is still being told. I'm the cold-eyed observer, I don't need the crown, I just watch your little playground burn into the ground. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the thrill, and those are not the same when the night is dark and still. Yeah. When the night is dark and still. Months later, new city, new faces in your space, but somehow my memory refuses to erase. You can't remember the comfort, but the hunger stays the same. That's why every new chapter ends with whispers of my name. No competition here, no bitterness inside, no need to tear it down to save your fragile pride. Some connections happen once, then follow you around like a heavy silver chain that keeps you to the ground. You call it deep confusion, like it's difficult to solve, but you're just missing the axis on which your worlds revolve. I never played the perfect girl, I never fit the mold, and maybe that's the reason why the story is still being told. I'm the cold-eyed observer, I don't need the crown, I just watch your little playground burn into the ground. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the thrill, and those are not the same when the night is dark and still. Look at you now, funny seeing you like this, lighting up my phone at midnight for a taste of what you miss. After all that heavy confidence about how you'll be fine, now you've learned some decisions cannot be realigned. You thought that I would wait, you thought that I would break, but life keeps moving forward with every step I take. Into left a heavy shadow when I stepped into the light. You keep pretending it's casual, but you are easy to read. Every little move you make is exactly where I lead. Call me gorgeous, call me trouble, call me dangerous and cold. Call me out of your league, a story never to be told. But every time you speak my name, your voice is sounding weak. You're looking for a sanctuary that you cannot seek. This is dangerous seduction. You're stepping over lines, ignoring all the warnings and the heavy danger signs. You tell yourself you're fine, and the music starts to drop, and you're caught inside emotion that you cannot make it stop. Yeah, you cannot make it stop. You never really looked until you saw me walking past. Now you're checking every corner, hoping that the vibe will last. Another song comes on, and you're wondering where I've gone. Trapped inside the static from the dusk until the dawn. You keep looking for a reason, and I keep giving you none. That's what makes this entire game a little bit of fun. I don't need the chase, I don't need the validation crowd. The quiet kind of confidence is always twice as loud. Call me unforgettable, call me a made mistake, call me the only promise that you couldn't dare to break. But every time you speak my name, your voice is sounding weak. You're looking for a sanctuary that you cannot seek. This is dangerous seduction. You're stepping over lines, ignoring all the warnings and the heavy danger signs. You tell yourself you're fine, and the music starts to drop, and you're caught inside emotion that you cannot make it stop. I just walk into a room and completely change the vibe, without a single word that I need to proscribe. Call me the reason why every girl after me feels a little out of place, a little less than free. Wanted to play with fire without getting the burn, but now it's my time, and it's your time to learn. This is dangerous seduction. You're stepping over lines, ignoring all the warnings and the heavy danger signs. You tell yourself you're fine, and the music starts to drop, and you're caught inside emotion that you cannot make it stop. Call me gorgeous, you already do it anyway. There is nothing left for you to try and say. The trap is set, the night is done, control is mine, and you're just left behind, frozen in time. You said she's nice, you said she's different from the rest. You said everything was going exactly like a test, but there was something in the way you stated every word, like you were trying to convince yourself of something quite absurd. New faces, new places, but you end up the same, looking for a feeling that you cannot even name. Some things don't disappear just because the time has passed. Some memories age better than the relationships that last. I'm the girl you compare them to, the standard in the dark, the one that sneaks into your confidence you carried is completely, totally crushed. Funny thing is, you're not looking for someone to hold. You're just looking for the version of you before you turn cold. The name that quietly survives every new mistake you try. The only real reality that money cannot buy. I see the glass reflections in your lonely midnight drink. You're staring at the surface, trying hard not to think. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the grace. And you can't find the shadow in her unfamiliar face. You get caught in nostalgia, like that explains the crime. But nostalgia doesn't stop the ticking of the time. I don't need to win the war, I don't need to compete. Life already gave the answer and the layout is complete. I don't need another chance, I don't need your broken heart. You had your fleeting moment and you tore it all apart. I see the glass reflections in your lonely midnight drink. You're staring at the surface, trying hard not to think. You found somebody new, but you didn't find the grace. And you can't find the shadow in her unfamiliar face. The glass is empty now, and the lights are turning gray. There is nothing left for you to try and say. She's not me, and that's the end of the design. The reflections are fading, and the freedom is mine. The city is asleep, but I'm awake and alive, moving through the shadows where the independent thrive. Clean electric guitar notes cutting through the air. I don't need a destination, I don't really care. You keep typing a message, then deleting every word. I can see it from a mile away, it's completely absurd. Every Friday night, the same old predictable routine. You find another reason to appear upon my screen. You say that you're busy, that's cute, it really is. But you're still lingering around this little emphasis. I don't need attention, I just know how games are played. And I am not afraid of the shadows that you made. This is my midnight stroll under the neon blue. I'm not looking back, I am not looking for you. Got that main character energy living in your mind, and I am leaving all your hesitation far behind. Yeah, far behind. You tell your inner circle it's whatever, you don't mind. And you bring me up again when the drinks are aligned. You play it cool until somebody says they saw me out last night. Now you're asking questions, losing all your inner might, acting casual like the thought never crossed your brain. But your timeline says it all, you are caught inside the strain. You want a sudden moment, a chance to make a move, but I just keep on walking in this independent groove. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't need to prove a thing. I can find my own way without you pulling any string. I don't need attention, I just know how games are played. And I am not afraid of the shadows that you made. This is my midnight stroll singing along to the words you used to hate. Too pretty to text first, still living completely free inside the little prison that you built for your memory. No competition, no bitterness, no heavy score to pay. Some things just fade away at the ending of the day. The lights are turning off, the morning's coming near, but my memory is the only thing that's perfectly clear. You lost a good one, let's not argue the design. The midnight stroll is over, and the victory is mine. Synthesis is driving through the night, a cybernetic motion under the neon light. You saw me staring when I walked right past your car, thinking you could capture the reflection of a star. You came in way too confident, talking smooth and slow, but every answer that I gave was a heavy sudden blow. You thought I'd fall in line like the options did before, but I don't work that way, and now you want me more. You weren't ready for a girl who moves without a trace, who leaves half of your heart inside an empty space. You thought you'd have it figured out by the end of the line, but now you're sitting in the dark, frozen in time. I am the neon hunter, running through the grid, uncovering the secrets that you always kept hid. You wanted something simple that you could easily possess. Instead you got the chaos of a beautiful distress. Yeah, a beautiful distress. Now you're playing conversations, looking for the part you missed, trying to find the moment when the strategy unfits. You tell yourself you're over it, but my name comes around. Funny how the things you lose always make the loudest sound. You wanted easy comfort, something you could hold. Instead you found the mystery that never will unfold. No hard feelings left, no dramatic final scene, just a sudden calculation of what you could have been. Thought it would fade away, but it never really did. The ghost is in the system and it's opening the lid. You thought you'd have it figured out by the end of the line, but now you're sitting in the dark, frozen in time. I am the neon hunter, running through the grid, uncovering the secrets that you always kept hid. You wanted something simple that you could easily possess. Instead you got the chaos of a beautiful distress. Too pretty to text first, still living in your brain, the only permanent structure inside the shifting rain. You swore you had moved on, that you were doing fine, but you're still checking on the borders of this life of mine. I don't change, I don't beg, I don't need to prove my worth. I am the neon beautiful distress. The grid is shutting down, the lights are fading out. There is no longer any room for hesitation or doubt. The neon hunter wins, that's the end of the design. The chase is completely over, and the future is mine. You saw me walking in before I even saw the space. The crimson on my lips, the composure on my face. Everything went quiet like a movie on a screen. The most dangerous transition that you have ever seen. I don't try too hard, it's a natural design. Funny how you look away, then look right back to mine. Keep acting unaffected, but your eyes do not deceive. You're looking for a reason to beg me not to leave. You've got a front row seat to the damage that you made, watching all your confidence begin to retrograde. Another late night text that you swore you wouldn't send. Another little boundary that you cannot defend. This is red lip sovereignty, the queen is on the stage. I am turning over files and I'm tearing up the page. You wanted something casual, a vibe that passed the time. Instead you got the consequence of an architectural crime. Yeah, an architectural crime. You keep trying not to notice, pretending you are fine, but every crowded room turns into a spotlight of mine. You keep saying you're over it while you're staring at the screen. The most pathetic character that I have ever seen. I never asked for attention, it just follows me around like a heavy silver shadow that is bound to the ground. You call it a coincidence, but you are standing here, breathing in the static of your own atmosphere. I know the heavy truth, you are chasing after me, looking for the version that you couldn't keep for free. Another late night text that you swore you wouldn't send. Another little boundary that you cannot defend. This is red lip sovereignty, the queen is on the stage. I am turning over files and I'm tearing up the page. You wanted something casual, a vibe to pass the time. Instead you got the consequence of an architectural crime. No games left to play, no revenge to execute. Just a memory that is permanent and absolute. Baby, I'm out of your league, but not because I'm cold. It's because I leave before the story can be sold. You finally met somebody that you couldn't dare to tame, and now you're trapped inside the whispers of her name. This is red lip sovereignty, the queen is on the stage. I am turning over files and I'm tearing out the page. You wanted something casual, a vibe to pass the time. Instead you got the consequence of an architectural crime. The red lip smile as I walk into the dark, leaving you behind with a microscopic spark. You know better now, but the knowledge came too late. Red lip sovereignty is the sealing of your fate. Here we go again, the same old routine. The new excuses from the ghost in the machine. You're walking like you're different, but the pattern is the same. You love the heavy chase and you love the little game, pretending it's spontaneous, but I've seen the slide. I already know the place where you're going to hide. You tell everything. Yeah, it covers everything. You thought I'd be impressed by the stories that you spin, like I haven't seen the state that you're currently in. You keep acting like your moments are trophies to admire, but some things lose their value when they're thrown into the fire. Now you're looking disappointed that I didn't play along. Guess you're not used to hearing that your strategy was wrong. You wanted a reaction, a tear within the dark. Instead you got the quiet that swallows up the spark. You keep checking if I'm watching from the center of the floor, but you stop being interesting when you tried a little more. Everybody knows the type, the charm and the design, but nobody's falling for your silver lining line. This is a resolute departure. I'm locking up the gate. I am not the one who's going to sit around and wait. You wanted mystery and drama, you wanted to be king. Instead you got the silence that covers everything. No hard feelings left, no dramatic final scene, just a memory of what you could have been. You thought that I would break if you walked out of the door, but I just turned the music up and stepped onto the floor. The first person you couldn't fool ended up being me, and that's the definition of being truly free. About yourself. Look at you now, standing without your defense, trying to make your little lies sound like common sense. You look at me like you expect me to stay and play along, like I don't know exactly where your promises belong. Your friends keep asking questions, trying to get a rise, but I just smile and turn away from all the enterprise. I don't need to say too much, you already know the deal. You wanted something fake and now you're stuck with what is real. When I leave, that's when you want me the most. The second that I'm gone, you start chasing down the ghost. You feel it in your chest, a heavy, sudden weight, and you miss me more as the hour gets late. This is the unmasking, the end of your disguise. I see the desperation flashing right inside your eyes. You thought you were unforgettable, a king upon the throne, but now you're sitting in the dark, completely alone. Oh, yeah, completely alone. You keep checking your phone screen like my name will disappear. Funny how you play it cool until there's nobody near. You say that you're different, that you've broken all the ties, but I've heard that story before under different skies. Every city, every night, the same old narrative arc, different doors, same behavior, trying to find a spark. I don't wait, I don't bargain for a place inside your head. That's why you're replaying every single word I said. No drama, no goodbyes, no tears falling from my side. Just one final look across the room into the night. You feel it in your chest, a heavy, sudden weight, and you miss me more as the hour gets late. It was easy until I became a ghost, a distant memory of the one who loved you most. And somehow every time that I am far out of your view, you love me a little more than you ever used to do. It's a beautiful tragedy, a consequence of pride. Now there is nowhere left for your regret to hide. This is the unmasking, the end of your disguise. I see the desperation flashing right inside your eyes. You thought you were unforgettable, a king upon the throne, but now you're sitting in the dark, completely alone. The mask is on the floor, the truth is finally out. There is no longer any room for hesitation or doubt. You lost a good one, that's the end of the lie. The unmasking is finished, and the freedom is mine.